If your job is making you feel like this, you got to get out right now. You have to do something different. The other day, I went to go visit a friend of mine who had had a baby in the middle of the day, and I wanted to go say hey and all that kind of stuff. And this emotional trigger happened whenever I saw a car in the middle of the day that I used to experience whenever I was going to chiropractor appointments and things like that. Because in the corporate world, we had this FMLA crap in order to go to one of your kids' dentist appointments, go to a chiropractor appointment for yourself, go to a counselor, whatever the thing was. You had to fill all this paperwork out so that you could leave and go take care of stuff. And what would happen is the kind of manager, police officer person of over that department drove a blue Outback. And so anytime you were on these outings and you saw this blue Outback, you would cringe in fear that you were doing something wrong, that you were breaking a rule, that you were busting out of a policy or something ridiculous. And all you're doing is going to a counselor because they're stressing the crap out of you. Or all you're doing is going to a chiropractor because your back hurts. Or all you're doing is whatever. And it is absolute hell. I completely forgot about it because I've been removed from it and I have broken out of the depression that was a lot caused by this job situation that I was in. But it was the weirdest thing in the world, kind of the PTSD kind of thing or whatever. Pulled onto the road to my friend's house and I saw this blue Outback and it just, my whole body tensed, cringed, freaked out, and it was weird because I had been dead to it for 2.5 years, 2 years, something to that extent, but it still had lordship over me and ownership of my being. If you were in that kind of situation, I plead with you to do something different. Get a different job. Start a side hustle so that you can replace your job in a year, 6 months, 2 years, I don't know. But you got to do something different because living in fear from your boss, your job, is absolutely the opposite of preferable. And it is a dead-end road that nobody should have to go through. There are endless job opportunities available. There are endless business opportunities available you can create, and you got to choose something different. I was stuck there because the money was great. I felt like I was stuck there because the money was great. And so I was forced to get out because of depression and stress disability and all that kind of stuff. It probably saved my life that all those things happened so that I had to do something different. So I plead with you. Start a side hustle. Definitely start a morning routine, a daily routine, because you got to direct your life instead of drift in it. If you're in that kind of situation, that's kind of step number one. Do something different. I beg you. I wanted to share this thought with you because it was the most weird, real, negative feeling thing that has happened to me since leaving my job. And I have ridiculous stressors that happen all the time. Lose clients sometimes. I miss goals sometimes. I have fights with the wife sometimes, and I have problems with the kids sometimes. But this one is larger than any of those other things. So I beg you, do something different. Break out of it. Don't chase the money and lose your soul in the process. It's not worth it. And find you, discover you, live out you, because that's the most preferable. Super deep, super heavy. If it helped you, hit the like button. Hit subscribe, because we are going to help you dissolve that horrible job and enter your preferable life one day at a time. Hit subscribe for that. I'm Josh, preferablelife.com. Get rid of the crap job and discover you and do you. Catch you in the next one.